beautiful people. It is so lovely to take a moment with you all. The other day I got asked, Shane, what do you mean when you say you're wintering it out or you're overwintering? Let me put it like this, that this winter darkness that we are moving through and have been for the last few months, especially from like, if you take a look back towards autumn equinox, where we had equal light and day, and then as we move towards Samhain, All Hallows Eve, the days begin to rapidly become shorter. But there's something that happens within the winter. So overwintering or wintering it out, there's this alchemizing that we have the opportunity to be gifted to us. You know, there is this opportunity of that being gifted to us, that the winter darkness, you know, softens those hard edges of our hurried, modern, rush lives. It's this opportunity to kind of cocoon and pull ourselves back from the outer world into the inner, into the liminal, and back, pulling it back into wholeness, rather than this bounce back overculture that is driven by busyness. You know, darkness, it cradles us in serenity, in peace and quiet. You know, those of you that follow me here on Instagram, you know, many of you may have read my experience of solstice and Yule, where I spent 9 days randomly. It was a gift that was tucked deep underneath the Yule tree that gifted me by chance, by some crazy design, that gifted me 9 days of no internet, no phone signal. You know, I'd have to walk 20 minutes up into the forest to get a signal, you know, my time was spent with friends and family, and quite often spent in candlelight and reading. And I had this wind up radio, old-fashioned wind-up radio. And yet it was this incredible experience of really deeply nourishing and coming back to self, and to do some slow craft. And I learnt these incredible old skills and traditions as well during that time. So, you know, that darkness, it cradles us into serenity, into peace and into quiet. You know, midwinter, I really do feel it is a time for magic. You know, around the solstice and beyond, all the way to Candlemas, to Imbolc. You know, it is a time for magic. It's a time to gently dream. You know, many of you that follow us, you would have heard us talk about the dreaming. You know, we are absolutely within the dreaming. It's a time to gently dream, brew ideas and visions in our winter cauldron. You know, we are dreaming the seeds over the coming months. It is a liminal time, a threshold, a pathway to go within and root deep into winter, to weave and create a space for the unknown, all that is possible, to dream it into being. Yet it really isn't easy, is it, when the collective is leaning over our shoulders, urging us to get moving, to go faster and faster and faster. You know, there's something I read really beautifully, and it really does reinforce this. Take a deep breath and know that it's safe to move slowly. You don't need to have everything figured out. There's still time to sit in the darkness and ease more gently in 2023. It isn't your fault that this time of year might feel hard, and there's certainly no shame in feeling the need to curl up under the covers and say, not yet. But if you can reframe this time of year, welcome the slowly emerging energy with nourishment and wisdom, you can truly revolutionize your relationship with winter and the seasonal cycle of the year. Beautiful, beautiful words. That was shared by Maddie and Eleanor from Creative Countryside. Just beautiful, beautiful message. So, you know, it's still kind of around 2.5 weeks away from Imbolc, this first shimmer of light, that first stirring of spring, where we plant those seeds for the year. Metaphoric seeds, intentions. And we are still in that liminal space, this place of darkness. It's still the middle of winter, yet the world does it. You know, it asks us to get stuck in. 1st of January, you know, that's a man-made calendar. You know, nature's new year is around spring equinox. And I remember a good friend sharing that with me from one of her teachers, an old Scottish witch, and it really deeply resonated that, you know, you have the man-made calendar and then you have the earth-based calendar, which we are really tied to. We are really, really tied to. So the world does, it asks us on the 1st January, right, new year, you know, plan, do, get done, get going, when nature's still hibernating. The land around us is still asleep, so it feels like a muddle to try and drive forwards when everything's still asleep. And that to me is a dupe. Yet again, we're being duped, and it confuses us. You know, we feel we should when everything's still asleep, you know. And I think what I'm seeing is so many people, you know, question everything, and in doing so really wanted to simplify it and pick up what feels to be more of a natural rhythm. You know, incredible things are happening. So the world asks us to get stuck in, driving into those new projects and moving towards their goals on the 1st of January. What meddling is that? What sorcery is that? Because it is a form of sorcery. We gently drift towards Imbolc. And many people are heralding spring, and I say, shush, shush. We're still dreaming the seeds. Yet I feel Bridget stirring. Bridget, the goddess, come to me many moons back, many years back. And over the years she's shown herself in many different forms. But a few winters back, she appeared as a shepherdess. I absolutely love that. You think with what Spirit have been saying is that we are in a cycle of return and we're being woven back into the centre. And there's Bridget appearing a few winters back as a shepherdess, guiding us into that cycle of return, weaving us back into the centre. I absolutely love that. It was such a powerful message, such a powerful image. And as Spirit often say, all information's information. It's never by chance, it's by design. So as we approach the end of January and we start to move into February, I still say let's move through these next few weeks slowly, gently, compassionately, with goodness and grace. You know, so as we move into that space, I feel the call to wander that wintry landscape inspired by Bridget, very gently gathering a little fleece from the hedgerows and to spin it by candlelight into yarn using old gypsy fawn spindles, which then that yarn will be woven into spellcraft as we move forwards. And we also have on our altar a pot of seeds. Some may be for planting, some that will absolutely be used in our earth journey at Imbolc, and importantly for any sister within our kin, clan, tribe and community that wants a baby this year, for her to eat those seeds. A bit like the gypsy fawn spindles and weaving the yarn from the hedgerow. You know, this is old magic, old magic, simple old magic. And we have a beautiful Bridget doll that was gifted to us in 2019 by a dear friend, and it rests in our magical space within our kitchen, reminding me the old ways are so relevant in the times that we live in. So we warmly invite you to join us for our Dreaming the Seeds, the Whispers of Imbolc Rite and Journey. It's hosted beyond the Woodland Gate, February the 5th. We're looking to gather at the gate for around 11:30, 11:45 a.m. for a 12 noon start to complete around about 4 p.m. We're going to be weaving this beautiful ceremony, this beautiful ritual, where we will absolutely dream the seeds, and there on the altar there will be some seeds, and we're going to have these medicine bags, these little medicine pouches for you to place your seeds in, and we're going to share the stories of what these seeds are between us collectively. What are the seeds that you are dreaming into being? And they'll be placed in this beautiful little medicine pouch for you to take away. Imbolc being a fire festival, we're going to have a beautiful fire, and we are going to be sharing some really profound medicine stories, some medicine stories of hope around that fire as well. And we're going to be drumming those seeds and dreaming them, and some half blessing songs around that fire. So you are so welcome to join us. If you're coming along for the first time, I would say to you, drop us an email. All the links can be found there within the profile there on Instagram. Links will be found in YouTube video as well within the description, and also within Facebook as well. So yes, I'm going to gently leave all of that with you, and yeah, just kind of over these next few weeks, you know, there's this pull to pick up the pace that's coming from like the collective or the overculture, but actually you have this greater pull that is from the land beneath your feet and from deep within you, and we just got to figure out which one's true. which one's real, which one has more meaning. And it is really hard. And you know, we live and we've been engineered, we absolutely have been engineered and conditioned that we need to be moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour. But I think all of us would say that the world is too busy, but we are part of that, and we are also the solution. Leave that with you. Lots of love. Until next time, keep shining. Bye bye.